Welcome back to Factorio, playing SpaceX on extreme mode with 25 times all of the launches, 16 times product cost, 16 times research cost. We are currently researching Faster Than Light Theory B, and I have just now started building some of the dry dock assembly components. And before this takes off, I want to stop it so that we can change some of the things. I might have to change some of the things on the way back. I want to request exactly one dry dock structural component, and likewise that one. Now, what am I going to do with satellites? I probably should not sure. What does this actually say? Does it wait until ready, does it? Full cargo inventory. Right, you know what? Let's not do any more satellite requests for the moment. This is not I'll come back. I'm having a think about that one. Let's just go automatic. So we've probably got some satellites we need to launch. Let's do that, and I'll explain what I've done here when we get back. But clearly we need to resume launches. If we're to progress in this campaign. So let's pull up here as soon as we get here. I might just put it on manual for a second or two. There we go. Right. So I see no harm in launching additional satellites. I probably want to get some more bot speed given how much it helped us earlier. But let's add to this. We can also assembly components and structural components are perfectly okay too. Let's do that. All four of these should take off momentarily. They won't tick up here because I've already reached that requirement, but they will there. Rocket launches never tire of watching rocket launches in this game. Look at that awesome graphic. Beautiful. Right, as soon as the doors shut, we should get a little bit of action going on. And then, what's our rule here at drop off? 5 seconds of inactivity. And at pick up, full cargo. Interesting. Okay. Well, I can work with that. Let's climb on board. Let us tell it to go auto again. These guys will probably be ready fairly soon. With a bit of luck, that satellite will get unloaded. Actually, that does look like it's going to cause an issue. How about we go back to manual and I'll just check what's going on there. Oh look, multiple satellites sitting in there. So all of these probably have a satellite. And there's some more satellites. Well, if they're good, I suppose. Let's just resume. That's fine. They'll take off, they'll clear the satellites. And I will make some adjustments to this train. Actually, let's put it to manual. Unless I had a separate wagon, which I can't really accommodate overly well. What I would like to do is clear that and set it up for a dry dock structural component, clear that one, set it up for dry dock assembly component. Do I clear this and make it these guys? Well, they seem to have enough of those guys. Do the same here. Dry dock structural, dry dock assembly. Now we're not even building dry dock assembly yet. So I'm going to change the requirement from full cargo to something. Something. We will try and work out what that something's going to be. Which we probably can't do easily. I might be able to make it or circuit condition, read contents, and if certain things. So we basically want either 2 satellites, or we basically want yeah, I know what we want. If okay, let's connect a wire from here. And that wire will be, no, not read to train, read train contents. And it will be if you are a satellite, if satellites are greater than 0, then X for the input count. Now we don't have any power on that yet, so where is my copper cable? I don't want this to be starting other things up, but that should be fine. Okay, so satellites greater than 0, X output X. Doesn't want to do it that way. Maybe maybe that's not the one that I want. Let's see what this does instead. Satellites times 1, output X. That's what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Right. Now, the other thing that I want to input, how is this going? 246 is, let's grab a red wire. And how am I going to do this? So what I basically want to say is, if you're one of those things in there, then count them as well. Let's see. Probably start with one of these. No, actually, let's make it a decider combinator. For each greater than 0, output each, count 1. So that just makes them ordinal. No, just slightly better. So now our input count includes 2 of them. So if we times those by -1, each times -1, so that says we've got negatives. Times -1. Maybe I should make it times -10. Set. And then have that one come there. And we will, so yep, that's what I want. And this is, if anything, no, less than 0 is not going to work. Each less than 0, output each. Okay. And This is probably way overcomplicating something that's really easy. So if anything is greater than minus 9, i.e. we have 2 of something, no, minus 10 will do. Set, and then we will have x value 1, and from that we can set a circuit condition. Nothing crazy is going on, is it? 1, 2, full cargo, inventory or circuit condition, x is greater than 1. Okay. Jump on board. Let's see if that works. Take me there, let's see what happens when we come back. And we still haven't gone through what's going on here, but that one was a whole lot easier. It basically is just keeping track of how many we need to make and counting down as we make each one so that we don't overmake. That's all that one's doing. $193, right. So let's see what we end up launching this time. Filters, hang on, something doesn't look quite right there. Where are we getting this filter from? The request is not set according to this. That's no good. Oops. Set requests. There we go. Good. Whoops, that's not the one. Set requests. There we go. So it looks like we launched satellites. Not sure what it's doing right now, but let's go up and have a look. So how come x is minus 8? X is 1 from there, x is minus 9 from there. Okay, something's a bit screwy with that. I'll have to try and fix it. We could use the space science for productivity research, but at the moment I think more worker robot speed would be more useful. What's the next one cost? 64,000. Well, we're 20,000 towards it, I think. So we'll see how we go with our launches. See what we want to do. this thing here is how many we need of the various components. At the moment I've only loaded 2 in. This is just a memory cell keeping track of them. We take a pulse off here, a 1 tick pulse, well sorry, a pulse every time it actually does a tick as such. This multiplies it by -1, and these are just, they'll only operate if there is a balance of these required, and at the moment there are 242 of those required. Now let us fix this thing, because it's obviously not working. That should not be reading -9. Satellites should come out as X, and they're not. That's a positive X, that should be a positive X as well. Let's need it -1 anymore. So that is X, that one is X. Excellent, that's better. X1, X2. Okay, sorry about that guys, but we got it sorted. It was a very simple thing, of course. In the end I will show you that just now. Basically, no, that's not changed. What needed to change was up at the station. It needed send to train as well as read train contents. That was all. Now, we are starting to send dry dock structure components into space, which is fantastic. I now need to start making the dry dock assembly components. And there goes something. I don't mind if some more of these get sent up, that's fine too. But yeah, we whoops, let's take that off. There you go. Oh, it doesn't say what's on in there, but 5, so you can see another dry dock structure component has been sent up, which is great. I think 1 went on there. And notice no silly message as well. That's very loud, isn't it? So just step back a little bit. Six, there you go. And something else is taking off. I'm not quite sure what it's launching with, but it's launching anyway. Oh, you! I want a ride. Automatic, take me home. So satellites 196, 6 dry dock structure components, 8 now. So it's mainly the dry dock structure components that are being launched, and I'm good with that. Definitely. They're being launched at a fairly quick rate. So let me just change that back, options, graphics, show combinator settings. It's a little easier to see when it's like that. And we must be chonking through the plastic right now. Let's have a look how many. So we've actually built 13. We've launched 8 of them. Which must mean there's some sitting in here and on the way. very good. Probably some sitting in here as well, yes. So, the next thing that we need is assembly robots and dry dock assembly components. But by the time I've edited this together, so it sort of makes some sense, there's probably plenty of time that's elapsed in this episode anyway. So, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.